I am saying all of these things, all of these ideas for good deeds and stuff, like to remind myself first. This is first and foremost a reminder to me, and then to you guys. Hello everybody, assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here and that you keep on tuning in, and that makes me so happy. So alhamdulillah, thanks to God, I'm so happy and thankful that you guys are here. I am actually on my lunch break. It's my first lunch break that I've had since Ramadan's been over, because I took off the rest of last week to spend the Eid with everybody. And so today I got to eat lunch at lunchtime, and it was a healthy lunch because I literally feel like I have gained like 100 pounds since Wednesday, because I just went off the rails and I enjoyed myself, which is what we're supposed to do. It's okay. Maybe I enjoyed myself a little bit too much, more than I should have, but alhamdulillah, it's okay. I'm back on my grind today. I am back on track, inshallah. So I was thinking about something. I've been thinking about this since Ramadan ended, actually, because this year I feel so sad that Ramadan is gone. If you don't feel that way, it's okay. I'm pretty sure that's normal, because I've had other Ramadans that, you know, didn't go so well, and I wasn't that sad to see it go. I hate to admit that, like say it out loud, but honestly, I think that is something that, you know, some people do feel. So, but this year, alhamdulillah, it was like such a good Ramadan for me spiritually. It's one of the best ones that I've had in a really, really long time. So I was super thankful for that, and I was super sad to see it end. So I've been racking my brain at trying to find ways to like keep the Ramadan spirit and feeling and vibe, like keep it going and keep it going throughout the year. Like, you know, I said, I think in other videos, that what we do in Ramadan, we should continue to do. We shouldn't just be, you know, doing good things in Ramadan only. So I came up with these few little tips, and maybe it will help you guys. These are things that I'm going to try my hardest to do. Some of them are not easy. Like the first one I'm going to tell you guys about, it's not easy to do, but I feel like, you know, doing our best can help us keep that spark alive. So number one, a big thing in Ramadan obviously is fasting. So to keep that going throughout the year, we can fast our 6 days of Shawwal. If you don't know what that is, it's the next month. So Ramadan is a month in the Islamic calendar, and the month of Shawwal is the next one. And there's a hadith, I think it is a Muslim hadith, so it's by a Muslim. It was whoever fasts Ramadan and then follows it with the 6 days of fasting in Shawwal, it will be like he fasted for his entire life. Like his entire life. His or her entire life. Like, subhanAllah, that's crazy. So we fast Ramadan and then we just do 6 days in Shawwal, and it's like we fasted our whole life. And that's so great. And fasting makes us feel a little bit like it's still Ramadan, so that's something really good to do, and I'm going to try to do it. For sisters, we need to make up our days that we missed in Ramadan when we were on our period. So if you missed like 7 or 8, 9, whatever days for your period in Ramadan, make those up first and then do the days of Shawwal. The obligatory days are more important, and so our Ramadan days are more important than the Shawwal. Shawwal is not obviously obligatory for us to do. It's something very, very good to do, but we need to do what is obligatory first, and that's our Ramadan fast. So make those up and then do your 6 days of Shawwal, and then that will be kind of like, you know, almost like half a month in total of fasting. And so you'll still be feeling like a little Ramadan-y, like if you're fasting. So I'm going to try to do that. That is what's going to be hard for me. Just because going back to work, like everybody at work, I'm the only Muslim at my work, by the way. So everybody's like today, like, oh my God, Nicole, like you're having coffee and are you eating today? And I'm like, yeah. And they're so excited for me. And now I'm going to be like, yeah, I'm not fasting. I'm eating today, I'm going to be fasting a little bit more. And so just like having to explain things to people, I'm not always the best at it. So I feel like I don't know, I just like try to avoid it. But anyway, my fasting is more important than worrying about what people think or what they understand. I can only do so much. So I'm going to really be trying to do that. So if any of you girls out there are going to be making up your days, like let me know, comment or email me, find me on Instagram, whatever. Maybe we can like do the same days just to, you know, so it doesn't feel like we're doing it alone and we can keep each other accountable. So another way after Shawwal too, like after you've made up your days, is fasting Mondays and Thursdays. That's a really great sunnah to do. Also, I believe fasting 3 days throughout the year, 3 days a month throughout the year. It's another hadith that I'm pretty sure this was a Bukhari and a Muslim hadith, but it was fasting for 3 days every month. It's like it's equal to fasting forever. So it's another really great thing to do, just fast 3 days a month. So after you made up your fast and you've done your 6 of Shawwal, just do like a Monday and a Thursday and another day for the month, and you know, inshallah, it's like you fasted forever. So that's really, really great rewards with that. Okay, so aside from fasting, the other one is prayer, right? Prayer is another huge component of Ramadan. Obviously, we don't have Tardawiyah prayers outside of Ramadan. That only happens in Ramadan. But some things we can do with our prayer is, you know, work on perfecting it. Like if you don't know a surah really, really good, like that great yet, maybe you don't speak Arabic like me, and so you want to just kind of touch it up a little bit, or you know, just be sure like you're doing your movements correctly, or for me, like memorizing the tashahud, I think it's tashahud, when you have your finger and you're saying, I know it like in my head, I have it memorized, alhamdulillah, but I feel like some little parts of it might be a little bit off, so I'll try to maybe look it up and listen to it and just make sure I'm saying it right and correctly. It's just something, you know, that a little thing that we can do that brings us closer to Allah, and that's like just perfecting our prayer, working on it, making it good. Even not even that, like literally just having intention when you pray. I know for me, my mind starts to wander, and a lot of times my prayer will be like just a repetitive movement, and I won't even like know what I just did. So that's really bad, and I always feel bad after I pray when I get like that. So something like I always think about the word intention and focus, and so really just, you know, focus on your prayer and make it intentional, and that can, you know, that can help renew your connection to Allah, to God, to the prayer. Like, you know, it can connect you to your why, like what I spoke about in my conversion story video, like having that why, like why are you even praying? It when you have intention and you slow down, it can really help you connect to that. So that is helpful. Dhikr is always a really good thing to do when it's not Ramadan, like when you're driving and you're taking a shower, when you're like taking a walk, whatever it is you're doing. I do it at work. Like, you know, it's so easy to do. Like just keep that constant remembrance of Allah, and that can help you feel a little bit like it's Ramadanish. And also going back to prayer, something I just thought of, we can always do the night prayer. Not Tardawiyah, obviously, but the night prayer, I'm trying to think of the word. I want to say tashahud, but it's not that. Oh my gosh, like I don't know why that word is slipping my mind, but you guys know what I mean. It's like in the last third of the night, you can just wake up literally like 45 minutes or so before Fajr and pray it, and you know, it has so many blessings. This is not easy to do at all. And I am saying all of these things, all of these ideas for good deeds and stuff, like to remind myself first. This is first and foremost a reminder to me, and then to you guys. I know that's not easy to do, but the night prayer is a really, really great thing, and I would love to start implementing this. I already wake up before Fajr anyway, because I try to get my workout in. So it's all about your mind. It's literally mind over matter. So I'm going to start trying to do that, at least, if not every day. Like, I'm just going to start like once a week. Start small, and then we can build on. So if anybody wants to like do that together and be accountable, let me know. So good deeds. Good deeds is another huge part of Ramadan, and just we have to continue doing that outside of Ramadan. Everybody's like gung-ho, like when Ramadan starts, like good deeds, good deeds, good deeds, and then it just like pewters out as the month goes or as the year goes. Keep it going, because we know the hadith that says that the best of deeds is the one that might be small, but it's the consistent one. So stay consistent with your deeds, even if it is the smallest thing. Like, just keep on doing it. That can make you feel, you know, like it's still Ramadan-y, I guess, when you're doing that. And another thing that I was thinking of that I think is really important, and I think it's not maybe thought about or talked about as much, and that is like the people that you have around you. Like keeping good friends around you, people that will remind you of Allah and remind you to go pray. And you know, if you're fasting, they'll be either fasting with you or they'll be like they're encouraging you. When you have a good friend with you and around you, it's going to make you, it's going to prevent you from doing bad deeds. It's going to encourage you to be doing good. It's all about who you surround yourself with. And like you were probably told that as a kid, you know, like you are who you're around. You're hanging out with the bad kids, you're probably gonna grow up and be a bad kid. Not always, but you know, chances are pretty high. So surround yourself with people that have that same mentality and frame of mind and the same spiritual life goals as you do, and it will make things so much easier. Like it can actually make or break you. So keep good friends around, and if you don't have good friends like in person like that, which most of my Muslim friends are far away, maybe like online virtual, and I'm always here, like I'm your virtual friend, your virtual Muslim friend, so you're not alone. But yeah, so that's all I could think about for today. I hope that helps some of you guys. I'm really going to try to implement these, and I hope that you do too. And if you have other tips to add, please put them down in the comments, like to help everybody out. And also, I am working on a Q&A video. I asked over on Instagram, I put up a question box, and I've gotten really good questions. And so if you guys have any questions, you can go to Instagram or just drop them here, I guess, in the comments on this video, and I will do my best at answering them. And so my lunch break is almost over, and I have to go into court. I have a court hearing at 1:30, and it's not going to be a fun one because the guy in court is a pretty disgusting guy, and so I really don't want to go and sit through this, but that is my job, and I need a job right now. So alhamdulillah. Hope you guys are doing great, and I will see you guys on the next video.